So every time I feel like I am done for a bit, at least for as far as receiving anything, buying anything, whatever, I find out that I'm not. So as I said a couple days ago in another video, whatever that one was, I was like, yeah, I don't have anything coming in, so we'll see what happens when the next video is. And then here we are today. Today, March 16th, 3/16, as some would say, right there. That's why I'm wearing this Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. Maybe some of you guys would have caught that without me saying it, but I'm going to say it anyway just to make sure you catch it. Anyways, so I was out running all around Seoul today. Well, not all around Seoul today. That's an exaggeration already. I was in a small part of it, like maybe like a few blocks worth or something like that, for obviously a release earlier today. And things went pretty well. I met one of the guys that I think he works there or he just shops there a lot. I'm not really sure, but he told me about a couple other stores. I went and checked them out. So in the future, you should be seeing a few more regular pickups, not just like things coming through the mail. So as far as videotaping or recording in the stores, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Didn't really want to bring that up. It had already been a long day. I woke up at like 6 so I could go stand around at 7 and then just buy shoes at like 11. So the normal timeline of how things work. Some of you might be familiar with that. Anyways, that's enough of the backstory. So let's get into this. We're gonna do. So as you may have seen, that wasn't an Atmos. Wasn't necessarily an Atmos store, but it's called that. So I don't know. I'm not completely sure how Korea works all the time. Anyways. Here we have this. It's a 350 box, 350 V2. Maybe you can see that on the side perhaps. So, where's the front of this thing? Alright, so this was a release that happened today, and before today, I honestly didn't think much of it, but I figured I'm going to be in the right place at the right time to try to pick it up. Asia316 says I just bought Hyperspace Yeezys. I couldn't resist. So let's try to pick it up. And here you have it. This right here is the 350 V2 in the Hyperspace colorway. Now this is, I saw it for the first time, a couple hours ago when they had it on display. But I honestly hadn't really looked at it up close before, because I guess I just didn't care enough. And so I got there and I saw it and I was like, that's a weird looking shoe, like color wise. I was like, I don't know what's going on with that, because on the pictures, it's like from my glances, I thought that they were just like closer to just like a white shoe, but like it had like the little patch thing through the side, kind of like the reflectives did. But no, once you really look at these in hand, they've got like some kind of like a lime green tint to them. I don't know how well it's gonna show up in the video. It looks like it's showing up all right, but yeah, it's got this like lime green tint kind of thing going on. So it's definitely a color that I was not expecting. I'm still not really sure how I feel about it, but let's talk about it. Let's go through this. So bottom to top, front to back. Starting with the sole, as usual, these 350 V2s do have the Boost sole. It's part of the name, right? Right there, Yeezy Boost, it's the second word in there. So, these super cushiony. The first time I put one of these on, I felt like I was just walking on like a plush carpet everywhere. And I was just like, this is why people are buying these. Obviously, that wasn't why people were buying them, not when I got my first pair. When I got my first pair, people were buying them so they could resell them. I don't know if people were actually wearing them or not. I have my doubts, other than Kanye. But anyways, so moving back to what we're talking about. So you look at the sole, and on the back towards the bottom, you have the gum bottom. So this is a little lighter than the normal one, like you saw on the semi-frozen yellows. But it's not a bad color. It's just it's very hit and miss for people. I like it, but not everybody does. And one of the things that makes it a little more tolerable on this, and I'm just noticing this now really, it kind of matches along with the side panel there. So that, what do you call that? It's like the color of a Band-Aid. that tannish kind of color. So it kind of matches up with that. So I guess it's a little bit of color coordination, nothing wrong with that. And then the rest of the upper, as you know, is going to be like that prime net feeling. So it feels really good when you wear it. They are a little snug, and these, as I go with on all my Adidas, minus the 3MCs, I go with 9.5. So my usual size is a 9, but on these, I do go with a 9.5. And I can't say that I'm sizing up necessarily on these, but it seems like just the Adidas in general. And the only reason I went with a 9 on the 3MCs was because I read a review or watched a review, something. I got word through a review that you should go down half. So I did, and they fit perfectly. So maybe it's just a sizing difference between Adidas and Nike. I don't know, but at least for me, the end of the story is that I go with a 9.5, which is half size up from my normal Ultra Boost, or from normal Vapor Max or Air Max or whatever size. So something to keep in mind. But again, if you put them on and they feel just a little snug, wear them for a while so that the fabric can loosen up, because that's how that works. Anyways, back to this. So, and then one thing I do like about the 350 V2s is the lacing. I like these thick kind of style laces. They're not the same style as like the Jordan 11s, but in a way they're similar, and I just kind of like the look of them. I don't know, maybe it's just like the chunky little earthworm look, but I like that. I do. And I don't know that, I mean, I'm guessing as usual those 3 stripes might have a bit of reflectivity to them, but other than that, I don't think any of the rest of the shoe will. It doesn't look like it would, and it just wouldn't make sense either. But going back into the upper, now that I've had some time to kind of look at it as I was stalling for time and looking at the rest of the shoe, or talking about the rest of the shoe, one of the things that I do kind of like on the side, and it's not as easy to see maybe, but right here, right there in that finger, in that area, it's you can kind of see that there's some striping going on in the stitching, and then coming around on the other side, it's similar on that side as well. So it's just kind of a nice little touch. On the upper part though, it is a slightly different pattern, kind of like how they did with the reflectives, where the pattern changed a little bit throughout the shoe. It's the same here. So this, while it's more just like a thicker diagonal, these are, the lines are a little slimmer and a little closer together up here. And then with the cross stitching with the green mixed in there. Overall, this it's kind of growing on me now as I look at it, because at first I was like, man, like I think I'm about to not like this shoe. I was like, it's and that's not that's not the feeling you want to walk away with when you're buying something. Where's that receipt? Because these, I mean, I'll show you the receipt there. That's what I was dealing with earlier. So it's, what was it, 289,000 won, which came out to I think like $250 something like that. Yeah, so spending that kind of money, you want to look at the shoe and be pretty happy about it. You don't want to look at it and be like, man, I don't like this. So looking at it now though, everything's coming together. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna say that I'm cool with this. Though the striping part, I'm wondering why they went with that color, because it just seems weird. But again, since it matches up with like the sole and everything, I'm not gonna really harp on it. But yeah, I'm okay with these though. I am, all in all. So and I was gonna say, yeah, the sizing on here, I was hoping that when I got there they would, have like normal tags and stuff, because I don't know how things are in other countries. I've never really bought shoes anywhere else until now. But yeah, they have all the sizing on there, so I didn't have to look at any weird conversion chart and hope that I was getting what I wanted. But all in all, just to wrap things up, the normal nice cushiony sole on here from the Boost. It's a very greenish, like, even though it's just like a hint of lime green on the sole, but it's just enough to me to kind of stand out. You might have to get up close to these, kind of in the right lighting anyway, to see that they aren't the butters, or that they aren't the triple whites, the creams, whatever those were called. But Yeah, I kind of like the little hits of green or whatever in here. It's a nice touch. It really is. So when I'll be breaking these out, obviously not at least until April, but I am kind of looking forward to it. So yeah, there you go. I like them. I do. I was on the fence at first, but having looked at them for the last couple minutes, yeah, they've grown on me. So if you can get your hands on them, I mean, I wouldn't say spend a whole bunch of money to like get them resale wise, because I don't think they're at that level. Like, I mean, I paid technically over what I would normally pay for these, because normally I'd pay, I think the retail on these is $220. I'm gonna assume that, but normally I would top out at $220, maybe $240 if I had to go through like Yeezy Supply and pay their $20 shipping. But since they don't ship out here, I don't shop through there. It's just an agreement we've come to. Maybe they don't know that, but they'll know eventually. So these though, I wouldn't say run out and pay that resale on StockX, whatever they're going to. I'm not quite sure, but maybe I'll throw a picture over there just to show you guys what it is, so you don't have to look it up for yourself. But yeah, don't pay a whole lot for them. I don't think they're that amazing, but unless you're just one of those like you want to complete the set, because there were 2 other releases in 2 other regions. I don't know that I'll try for either of those though. So there's other stuff coming around that I kind of want to get instead, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. I got one more thing to do. If you saw the receipt closely, you know you might have an idea of what the other box is gonna be. So I'm gonna get into that. So thanks for watching. Have a nice rest of your day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will catch up with you guys in a few minutes.